Hi, my name is Hannah Peterson, and this is my Advanced Blendable Sounds video. First, I will give examples of words that contain the stop consonant sounds. There are 6 stop consonant sounds, 3 voiceless, 3 voiced. A stop consonant sound is a non-continuous phenom where the flow of air stops completely for a short time. The p and b sounds are produced by the lips. These are bilabial sounds. The p sound is a voiceless stop sound. The sound for p is p, as in the beginning of pot and the end of top. The b sound is a voiced stop sound. The sound for b is b, as in the beginning of bat and the end of tab. The t and d sounds are produced by the tongue behind the teeth. These are alveolar sounds. The t sound is a voiceless stop sound. The sound for t is t, as in the beginning of tall and the end of ant. The d sound is a voiced stop sound. The sound of d is d, as in the beginning of dog and the end of and. The k and g sounds are produced by the back of the mouth. These are velar sounds. The k sound is a voiceless stop sound. The sound for k is k, as in the beginning of king and the end of back. The g sound is a voiced stop sound. The sound of g is g, as in the beginning of gas and the end of tag. Next, I will give examples of words that contain the nasal consonant sounds. There are 3 nasal consonant sounds. A nasal consonant sound is technically a stop, but can be thought of as a continuant because they can be sustained vocally and blended with other sounds continuously as long as breath is available. The sound is produced by the lips. This is a bilabial sound. The sound for m is as in the beginning of man and the end of clam. The sound is produced by the tongue behind the teeth. This is the alveolar sound. The sound for n is as in the beginning of near and the end of tan. The ng sound is produced by the back of the mouth. This is a velar sound. The sound for ng is ng, as in the end of sing and bring. Next, I will give examples of words that contain the frictive consonant sounds. There are 8 frictive consonant sounds, 4 unvoiced, 4 voiced. A frictive consonant sound is a continuant when significant friction is created as the air in the mouth is partially obstructed and forced through a narrow space. The f and v sounds are produced by the lips and teeth. These are labiodental sounds. The f sound is a voiceless frictive sound. The sound for f is as in the beginning of fox and the end of cliff. The v sound is a voiced frictive sound. The sound for v is v, as in the beginning of van and violin. The f and v sounds are produced by the tongue between the teeth. These are interdental sounds. The f sound is a voiceless frictive sound. The sound for th is as in the beginning of throw and the end of teeth. The v sound is a voiced frictive sound. The sound for th is v, as in the beginning of this and that. The s and z sounds are produced by the tongue behind the teeth. These are alveolar sounds. The s sound is a voiceless frictive sound. The sound for s is s, as in the beginning of sat and the end of grass. The z sound is a voiced frictive sound. The sound for z is z, as in the beginning of zebra and zipper. The sh and zh sounds are produced by the roof of the mouth. These are palatal sounds. The sh sound is a voiceless frictive sound. The sound for sh is sh, as in the beginning of shark and the end of brush. The zh sound is a voiced frictive sound. The sound for sh is zh, as in garage and massage. Next, I will give examples of words that contain the aphrictic consonant sounds. There are 2 aphrictic consonant sounds, 1 voiced, 1 unvoiced. An aphrictic consonant sound is a sequence of a stop and a frictive, but are non-continuant sounds. The ch and j sounds are produced by the roof of the mouth. These are palatal sounds. The ch sound is a voiceless aphrictic sound. The sound for ch is, the sound for ch is ch, as in the beginning of chicken and the end of bench. The j sound is a voiced aphricate sound. The sound for the sound for j is j, as in the beginning of jump and jar. Next, I will give examples of words that contain the glide consonant sounds. There are 4 glide consonant sounds, 2 unvoiced and 2 voiced. A glide consonant sound is sometimes called a semi-vowel because they have vowel-like qualities. They differ from vowels in that they do not form the peak of a syllable. The y sound is produced by the roof of the mouth. This is a palatal sound. The y sound is a voiced glide sound. The sound for y is y, as in the beginning of year and the ending of say. The w and w. The w and the w sounds are produced by the back of the mouth. These are velar sounds. The w sound is a voiceless stop sound. The sound for wh is w, as in the beginning of whale and what. The w sound is a voiced glide sound. The sound for w as the sound for w is w, as in the beginning of wave and window. The h sound is produced by the throat. This is a glottal sound. The h sound is a voiceless glide sound. The sound for h is h, as in the beginning of hat and hand. Next, I will give examples of words that contain the liquid consonant sound. There are 2 liquid consonant sounds. A liquid consonant sound is a sound with no clear beginning or end point in articulation because they float in your mouth. The l sound is produced by the tongue behind the teeth. This is the alveolar sound. The sound for l is l, as in the beginning of learn and the end of until. The r sound is produced by the roof of the mouth. This is a palatal sound. The sound for r is r, as in the beginning of rag and rich. Next, I will give examples of words that contain the back-rounded vowel sounds. There are 6 back-rounded vowel sounds. A back-rounded vowel sound is produced at the back as the back part of the tongue raised toward the soft palate. The oo vowel sound can be heard in the words few and music. The oo sound can be heard in the words tube and suit. The ook sound can be heard in the words took and book. The o sound can be heard in the words boat and snow. The ah sound can be heard in the words saw and claw. The sound can be heard in the words cup and strut. Next, I will give examples of words that contain the low open vowel sounds. There are 2 low open vowel sounds. A low open vowel sound is produced with the tongue relatively flat and low in the mouth, and with the mouth open a little wider than for high vowels. The sound can be heard in words like circ, us, and less, un. The ah sound can be heard in words like box and locks. Next, I will give examples of words that contain the front smiley vowel sounds. There are 6 front smiley vowel sounds. A front smiley vowel sound is produced with the highest part of the tongue pushed forward in the mouth and somewhat arched. The I sound can be heard in words like wine and buy. The A sound can be heard in words like cat and mat. The sound can be heard in words like met and set. The A sound can be heard in words like play and they. The sound can be heard in words like wit and hit. The E sound can be heard in words like bee and tree. Next, I will give examples of words that contain the two vowel diphthongs. The oi sound can be heard in words like toy and joy. The ow sound can be heard in words like how and brow. Finally, I will give examples of words that contain the vowel R blends. There are three vowel R blends. The sound can be heard in words like her and fur. The R sound can be heard in words like car and far. The OR sound can be heard in words like tor and more. I hope you enjoyed my advanced blendable sounds video. Sorry for the poor quality, and if anything was unclear, but I tried to do my best.